Hello, Pally.
Today is Wednesday, October 7th, 2018.
And InFocus starts right now. The quad will soon be filled with information on how Palo Alto students can be of service to their community. We'll tell you the details.
And midterm elections have ended, and women have claimed an unprecedented amount of seats in Congress.
Plus sports and weather coming up on today's show. Welcome InFocus. I'm Leon Friedrichowitz.
And I'm Jason Goldie.
There's a lot going on around campus.
Here's some important announcements from today's campus bulletin.
KPLY will be playing music from undiscovered artists on the quad at this week's live show. Join them on the quad tomorrow at lunch to listen for some underappreciated artists and for a chance to win some sweet KPLY socks. Dr. Eugene Cordero, a former Google Science Communication Fellow and current member of the Department of Meteorology and Climate Science at San Jose State University, will deliver a lecture about solving a climate crisis through youth education. Introductory remarks will be given by Ann Lee, student founder of the group Schools Under 2C. The event takes place at the Foster 940 Commercial Street, Palo Alto on November 14th, 2018 at 6:30 p.m. with a reception and self-guided gallery tour. The lecture begins at 7:30 p.m. For more info, visit www.acterra.org/lectures. The event is free to students. Pali Environmental Clubs would like to congratulate the 7th winner of the No Straw November raffle, Maggie Chen. Details regarding delivering prizes will be emailed to each winner. Service Fair is a time where Pali students are exposed to the various ways they can engage with their communities and volunteer with local organizations. The event happens Thursday, November 15th during the quad. Moving on from what's happening on around campus to what's happening locally today. Let's take a look at what's topping today's headlines in today's News Minute. Tuesday brought celebrations across the U.S. for a record-breaking number of women who made history with their victories. They ran and won in unprecedented numbers, adding over 25 seats in the House. Many are Democrats, inspired to run in response to President Trump. Former Navy Commander Elaine Luria turned Virginia's 2nd Congressional District blue. Like many of the women elected, she's a first-time candidate. 29-year-old New York Democrat and self-described socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will be the youngest woman ever elected to the Congress. Diversity extended beyond their gender. 2018 also saw the first Muslim woman elected to serve in the House. Democrats Rashida Tlaib of Michigan and Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Democrats Sharice Davis from Kansas and Deb Haaland of New Mexico earned their place in history, becoming the first Native American woman in Congress. Democrats made it a priority to get more women to that table in 2018.
While some of the finals contests are waiting to be called, the 2018 midterm elections have come to a close. A blue wave washed over part of Congress, with Democrats taking back the House of Representatives and Republicans holding on to the Senate. Election night is always an exciting time for Americans, but this midterm election was extra exciting for several groups of people previously underrepresented in politics.
Well, we all know that yesterday was Election Day, but on this day in 1916, Congress was making history.
And Kyle Sweezy has been learning more.
What do you have for us today, Kyle?
Well, Leon, on this day in 1916, Jeannette Rankin was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, becoming the first woman to hold a seat in Congress. During the late 19th and early 20th century, the women's suffrage movement was gaining popularity, and in 1914, women in Montana gained the vote. On November 7, 1916, Jeannette Rankin was elected to Congress, 2 years before women's suffrage was gained nationwide. Rankin is best remembered for her commitment to pacifism and non-interventionism. She was the only congressperson to vote against a declaration of war on Japan in 1941. Back to you, Jason and Leon.
Thanks for that, Kyle.
Well, Leon, we are a little short-staffed today, so Kyle's a busy guy, isn't he?
Sure is, and that's why we are going to send it back to Kyle, who has taken off his history hat and put on his sports hat. What's happening in the world of sports, Kyle?
It was a quiet day in sports yesterday, but there are a few games on today's schedule. Girls varsity volleyball will play at Buchanan at 6 p.m. and boys varsity water polo will play at Pali against Los Gatos at 5:30 p.m. Back to you.
Jason, it's been pretty warm for November.
I know, Leon. Let's see if it's going cool now.
Kyle, our hardest working man at InFocus, is in the studio now with today's weather report. Kyle, what can we expect out there today?
Well, it appears it's 75 degrees right now in Palo Alto. As you can see, the humidity was 36% right now, and obviously there's zero precipitation. So if we take it to the 5cast, we could see that it's going to be sunny through the weekend, and on Monday it's going to be partly cloudy. And if we look at the Bay Area weather today, you can see that it was a little bit cooler up in the north, 67 high in San Francisco, and down in San Jose, a 74 high and a 48 low. Well, that's all from weather. Back to you guys.
Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.